Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I never say that. I was thinking of Magpie, I'm sure. Anyway, welcome to Jaraci Cup 17. This is going to be between Frowg and MarchWaden, Coalition versus Kharak. And we'll go ahead and look at our pick document here. Close this old one. So it looks like the factions will stay the same both times, and it's going to be Canyon Outpost for Game 2, which is MarchWaden's pick. And for Game 1, Frowg is grabbing the Firebase. Now, there's no way Frowg has more seeding points than MarchWaden, right? Could that actually be true? I don't think so. No, definitely not. Yeah, so it looks like they did this in the reverse order, but that doesn't really matter too much. We'll see what MarchWaden's plan is this game. Went eco in the last couple. Yep, it's gonna go ref mode again. And it looks like Frowg will do the same. Does Kharak have an easier time versus Coalition than other races? I don't think so, personally. It might be a response to turrets to say that I can missile them down, but that's a pretty... It's a pretty unusual interaction. It's not like it matters too much to have that. Kharak can definitely be very, very threatening in the early game. That can stop your Coalition opponent from just sort of going for, like, rank macro, if you get what I'm saying with that. By the way, this is a curious RU focus here for MarchWaden. I wonder if that's misclick. Yeah, speaking of rank macro play, once again, MarchWaden just going 10 up here. Yeah, this is very, very punishable, right? And what the Coalition player should be doing to punish it if he wants to play that sort of build, which, you know, you don't have to do it every game, but it's good to mix up what builds you do, and if you run into this, you'll have a really nice time, is to just go for that carrier production upgrade and spam a bunch of LAVs out. And your opponent is so slow to Sandskimmer Fab, like, look, he's only, like, teching it now. You could be hitting here with, like, 4 or 5 LAVs, and you'll kill Salvagers. It'll really make him feel a bit awkward for playing it that way. Probe's out, though. It's gonna see the carrier building another PC as well. Unfortunately, looks like Probe is dead, though. A little bit slow on the micro there. But he knows it's eco from his opponent, so would be surprised if Frowg goes for a third SC before any tech, but he could also, of course, just choose to move into AVs now, which is what he's been doing most of the time. Or he could go for the 2-base fighter and gunship. We don't see that very often. That would be exciting. Either way, though, we mentioned this in the games with Apex, but if your carrier's on this side of the wreck, you see how these guys have to move? This is very inefficient. You want it to be over here instead. Just Firebase Krill issues. Second PC from MarchWaden, he's taking assault ships. And whoa, hold up. What are these base runners? What? I guess one of them would have been the initial base runner, right? But this one was built, actually. He didn't get inventory, so it's not that kind of play. But yeah, sure enough, he's gonna go for his SC up to 3 base now. Double artifact pick up here, although it's gonna be a little bit harder to extract, because the Sandskimmers can stop him if they want. It's unique, I'll give him that. Maybe. We haven't seen that kind of thing in a long time, but I don't know. He's doing something, right? This is the problem, though. Like, you're not going to be able to extract here. Now, he can set down a turret on one of these guys in just a moment, but I don't think a turret is really going to solve his problems here. Yeah, and it's coming out too late anyway. First base turret is pretty much already dead. There he goes. Skadoosh. Looks like, you know, this one is actually going to make it out, though, so... I guess it's money for something, but not much. Here's the extraction. And MarchWaden straight up an interceptor fab. Looks like it's going to be one of those games. He does have his 3 PC out, which means his production line is going to be completely open on the carrier. And his opponent, meanwhile, expanding up to 3. He's getting that production upgrade again, very, very late, I would say, but he's getting it. But he needs to see this tech choice, right? And you can't see air tech being done on the Conniff carrier, which is dumb, but you know, that's just how it is. But you can't see assault chip tech, and if you know your opponent hasn't built any, it's probably a good guess he's going air. Also, now that one is building, you see the light here. This light blinking means that an interceptor is being built, so... If Frowg knows the carrier lights, then he'll know that he needs to be getting anti-air now, but that remains to be seen. And Frowg needn't worry quite so much. I don't think 2 skims can kill anything on a base like that. MarchWaden with good unit control once again. Now leaves 1 skim for this, but it'll be worth it if he can finish off this turret. Very good, very good. Notice how he kited the one back over the hill after it started getting hit. I guess maybe he could have done it for free just using the carrier, but still. And its ammo capacity on the bombers, okay, so that tells you he's gonna reveal and try and just like kill everything right away. So Frowg needs to be getting anti-air right away. And he's taking fighter and gunships, so that can do it, but you need some ground-based anti-air usually to help fight that off, so you know, anti-air turret posts with the base sprinter, something like that, can be played. And now Conniff Siege is teching. This is very wide for MarchWaden. I'm not sure if I approve of that. What I want to know is how many of these bombers is he going to make before, How many of these bombers is he going to make before he, like, launches them? Because if it's all 5, oh, that'd be nasty. He just get his fleet capacity up as well, by the way. Looks like he sees that too. And by the way, at this point, I would definitely go for a recharge upgrade, because clearly you're getting quite a lot of air. Yeah, I agree, because that way your opponent can't see what you're doing. Again, the light is blinking, you know, that's how you know that air units are building, so... I don't think Frowg saw it, I mean, he's not acting as if he did. But he could have, you know, he definitely had vision over it. And I think that's a dead SC. Anti-air turrets can get set up here, that'll help to mitigate this loss a little bit, but this is gonna be rough. Oh, really? Okay. I guess Scalzian Bomber... Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because Scalzian Bombers should do more damage than the Coalition ones, but they should put it out slower, right? They have to drop their bombs over time rather than just doing it once. By the way, Strike Fighters, very, very good at killing bombers, although... Oh, no. They circled away. Okay, maybe they're not very good at killing bombers, but they can do it, you know? And this is, I think, a good interaction for Frowg. No, not like this. Oh my gosh. That's gotta be some sort of cosmic joke. Oh, that's depressing, actually. Oh my gosh. Anti-air turret? Are you gonna get set down ever? Oh my gosh. Well, apparently not. What's more worth it to kill, 4 workers or a support cruiser? I would say 4 workers, but I would say a production cruiser is worth more than 4 Gaussian workers. In any case, though, you gotta realize there is more risk involved if you're trying to kill off, the bigger unit, so that's gotta be thought of. Oh dear. Anti-air turret posts don't exist in this world, man. He really could have built some by now. And although these air units have exchanged a lot of rockets, no one's died yet. Okay, I saw a strike fighter go down there. There's a furball Yeah, the thing is, Gaussian workers are more expensive, so you could make the argument that it's actually more valuable to kill the workers in that case. But I think that production cruisers being, you know, a production line, they have more value than SCs do. Anyway, I would go for the workers. I think that's usually the play. Salvager retire, by the way. Are they gonna get out? Nice. And Systems 4 is teching as well, so even without the air units, he wins this now. This conflict is lost, as they say. Ah, you get used to it. It's balanced by the fact that logistics modules cost 270 in Jaraci instead of 250. Skadoosh. I guess, yeah. Not sure I would call it an air snipe, but you know, technically. That was bad, man. That was bad. I mean, it's one thing that, you know, he should have been able to see the he should have been able to see the carrier light when it was back here that he's building air units, but like after the air units came out, he just kind of rolled over and died. Like he didn't build any anti-air at all. I don't know, man. That was not it. That was not it. Get a room, you two. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. By which I don't mean that's the end. I mean the next game in this series. You know what I'm saying. Daily reminder to be precise in your speech. Well, it's on Canyon Outpost. This is MarchWaden's pick. He does like himself some Canyon Outpost, I'll tell you what. This is a map that he's very, very good on. Not surprising to see him picking it. That's true, man. That's true. No, I meant you in MarchWaden. Idle south. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes. You don't put a rally point onto the eco at the very beginning. This, I think, is not a blast drone factory, but, well, maybe it could be. Let's see. I mean, I guess he'd be picking up Sandskimmer Fab right away if it is. Oh, you'd have to quick drop again. Jeez. No, I think this is going to be... Oh, yeah, Sandskimmer Fab. Okay. Well, I'm not exactly sure what he's going for here. I thought perhaps this is the... Oh, got him. I thought perhaps this was the blast drone factory, but, like, look, he hasn't even started building them, so it really can't be. I don't know. I don't know. And it's another base runner. What? Oh. This is some kind of new strat. I don't know what he's doing here, but I'm excited to watch. Perhaps the idea is that with early game skims, he can stop his opponent from doing anything about his extractions, and then he'll just try and drive the carrier over and like rush him. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. Also, I've said it before, but when you have a rally point on a wreck, even if that wreck is blown up, then the base runner will go there instead of to the military point, so... always worth remembering that. It would be like a huge QOL update if, like, rally points that were on wrecks just automatically went to the CUs when you open them up. That would be like... that would change the world, man. Well, he's got the timing down, like, perfectly. I mean, look, this base runner is getting the artifact... what, 2 seconds after it, 2 seconds after it spawned? That's pretty good. And if you're Frog's point of view here, you're like, oh, interesting. But there's not really anything you can do about it, right? I mean, you don't have the infrastructure for it. There's just no two ways about that, so... This is pretty interesting. Or infrastructure, I mean the army. You know what I'm saying. Railgun fad. I don't know about that. I would have thought the play here is to go for, like, ref mode now, and then... And then, you know, bring the PC back and just drive the carrier out, but I don't know. Carriers, of course, can't escape from this lobe on the map other than by going out through this corridor. It looks like you should be able to go through here too, but you can't. There's like some small area there that you can't ever get past. That's a lot of investment to just get some mobility support, though, I'll tell you what. It's got a lot of skims, though. Frowg built another base runner, but he doesn't have much defense against this. There's a turret set down. And it looks like MarchWaden's gonna back away. I bet you he could jump it, but... That's true, that's true. This turret is dead for sure. And he knows it. There it goes. Yeah, AV tech is done, and I'm sure we're seeing those building right now as well. That's good, because that's what he needs for sure. Oh, Salvager actually died. No smoke there. Base runner's gonna fall as well, and there's that third artifact. And it's heavy railguns. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is all like a gambit to get power for mobility support or something. He should probably power it up, mind you, but, you know. Then again, if you're tying your opponent down and defending the rail rush, perhaps that's good enough to just get the rest of the extracts out too. But we got a turret, right? He's gonna set a turret down, probably like right here. I like that play a lot, actually. It's definitely the way to go. Got railgun fab teching as well. It's just as well, I believe he needs it. Still, the power has not been allocated. That really does look a bit sloppy, you know. It'd be very good to have this thing powered up. You can even put a luxury chip into the missile system. Smoke to buy some time. But you're not mining on this 2 base, so I would just drive back. Yeah, it looks like he's going to agree. If you go over here, you can have some healing from the support cruiser. Putting power and armor will not do a huge amount, but it'll do some to reduce the damage from the railguns as well. This poor logistics module is gonna die. At least Frowg with only 1 left. I think he probably has to replace it. But now you should actually keep the AVs... Excuse me, you should keep the AVs here, I think, because actually if the railguns get too close, you can jump them. But... Looks like he has no such interest. Oh... I think the game's just over. That turret is not placed well. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, I thought he was going to put the turret down, like, right here, you know? And then you still would probably need to build a couple LAVs to, like, hunt this so that you could stop your opponent from just sort of going around you, but this here is just not good enough to stop them, even if they drive straight in. I mean, that's the game right there. It kind of doesn't matter what happens on the rest of the map now. Well, that's unfortunate. It's a bit anticlimactic. There's the smoke. And there's the game. Alright. Well, that happened. I mean, I think he was gonna win over on this side too, to be fair, but still, that was a very bad turret. Yeah, that really needed to go, like, up on top of the hill here. Turret up here, and then make like 2 or 3 LAVs. That's really all you need to try and stop the base runners from just going around it. Yeah, that was really short. 7 minutes. 7-minute extraction victory. I think I've done that before, but it's not super easy. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. When Just Carrier fights a tree.